Today we were talking about surface area of prisms, cylinders, pyramids, and cones. And we want to find the lateral areas and the surface areas of prisms and cylinders. We want to find the lateral area and surface area of pyramids and cones. So a prism is a polyhedron with two congruent parallel faces that are polygons. In this case, we're going to be dealing with right prisms. And a right prism is the lateral area of a rectangular prism. The perimeter of the base times the depth of the prism. That's the lateral area. Then the surface area of the prism is going to be the perimeter of the base times the depth of the prism plus 2 times the area of the base. And these are the equations right here. So lateral area is equal to the perimeter of the base times the depth, and that's for the lateral area. And then the whole area is, we find the lateral area, which has come from this equation up here, and then we're going to add 2 times the area of the base. So here we have 3 right prisms. We have a rectangular prism, and the reason it's a rectangular prism is because the base is a rectangle. We have a triangular prism right here. We have the base is a triangle. And the way that we know that this is the base is because there's 2 parallel bases that are the same. And over here we have a pentagonal prism. That's because we have the shape of a pentagon. Okay. The area of the base is equal to the base times the height, because this is a rectangle. So we have the height right here, and we have the base right there. So that is the area of the base right there. The perimeter of the base is this added together, or base plus height plus base plus height. That's where the perimeter of the base comes in. And that is our P right up there. The lateral area is the perimeter of the base, which was those 4 added together, multiplied by the depth. And you can see that the lateral area there is orange. You see how those 4, the height, the base, the height, and the base make the length of a rectangle. So basically, we're adding these all up, and basically we're saying this is the area of the rectangle. And then the surface area is the lateral area, which we got by adding these up and multiplying by the depth, times 2 times the area of the base. We have area base here, area base here. There's 2 of them. So base times height times 2. That's very similar for these next 2. We have the triangle, which the perimeter of the base is, in this case, we labeled this one as the base. Then we said Z and W for the 2 other sides of the triangle. So W, B, and Z. So W, B, and Z times D, and that will get us the area of that shaded region. And then we have the surface area, which is the lateral area, which is right there. We just calculated that, times the area of a triangle. And in this case, the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. So we have the height right here. That's the altitude. And we have the base. So 1/2 base times height. And we have to multiply it by 2 because there's 2 triangles. Next, we have the pentagonal prism. And we have the area of the base of a pentagon is 1/2 the base times the height times the number of sides. Remember, when we have a regular polygon, we can calculate it by calculating the triangle, which is 1/2 base times the height, and then multiplying by the number of sides, which in this case we have 5. So in this case, the perimeter of the base, we have a pentagon, and all of them are the same because they're regular. So it's base, 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 base. They're all the same length. So in this case, we add all those together and we multiply by base times n. That'll give us the perimeter of the pentagon. And the lateral area, that's that orange shaded region, is the perimeter of the base, which is right here, times the depth. And then we can find the surface area by the lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. So there's the area of the base, and then there's the other base. Then we have a cylinder, a figure whose bases are formed by congruent circles in parallel planes. So C is equal to 2 pi r. That's the equation for circumference. The lateral area is 2 pi r times the depth of the cylinder. So the circumference times the depth. That's the lateral area right there. And the surface area is 2 pi r times the depth. That's that orange shaded region there. And then we have to have pi r squared. That's the area of a circle, but we have 2 of them, so we have to multiply it by 2. And that's how we can get that last area of the surface. We have the lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base.